Before we get into today's episode, I just want to give a disclaimer that this was recorded right before Miley announced that she is doing a 20-year anniversary Hannah Montana special. Can you guys believe it? Wait, I kind of can, because we kind of said this was going to happen, right? That she was going to do something on Disney Plus. So we are so excited to talk about it soon. So stay tuned. In March, we're going to have all Hannah Montana themed episodes. We have a lot planned, a lot coming to you guys. So please stay tuned. We're, of course, going to discuss all things Hannah Montana 20-year anniversary. I wanted to introduce you guys to one of our dear friends, Jodie Bryant. She is on the podcast this week, and she is a huge Miley fan, just like us. Truly, the more we talked to her, the more we are like all the same person. If you hear us talking about wondering what she's going to do, that's why. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Talk Miley to Me. I'm Molly.
And I'm Becky.
And we're here with Jodie Bryant, first podcast guest of 2026.
Whoop it up!
Woof, 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 woof.
Welcome!
Yes, welcome. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to be here and meet you both. Like, this is weird. We're like internet friends.
I know.
It is.
Internet friends are so fun, and you don't even get like to FaceTime or like hear each other's voice that frequently. So this is so fun.
Yes. Before we dive in, we're obviously going to be talking about Miley Cyrus today, like we do every podcast. Jodie Bryant's a huge Miley Cyrus fan, if you don't know. But she also does a lot of other things too. She's a radio presenter, DJ, new music champion, best known for her work with BBC Radio 1 and BBC Introducing. She's recognized for spotlighting emerging and independent artists, often giving first radio plays to rising talent. Love that. And then beyond radio, she's the founder and curator of Discover Live, a platform and live music night dedicated to showcasing up-and-coming acts. The host of the interview series Fangirl Files, and then she's also an active DJ and event host across the UK music scene and serves as a youth music ambassador, reflecting her commitment to supporting the next generation of artists.
An icon, if you will.
An icon, a legend.
And the moment.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, thanks, guys. That's so nice of you.
So let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Miley Ray Cyrus, previously Destiny Hope Cyrus. So I'm trying to think of how I discovered you, because I feel like it had to do with Miley, which makes sense. But I think you've had her on one of your shows previously. I mean,
personally, she hasn't been on one of my shows, but when I was a radio producer, because now I'm a presenter, but to get here, I kind of worked in the background of radio. So I was a producer, and I produced a few interviews with her. And I always got put on interviews to do with her, because I would like beg the bosses. I'd be like, please let me write the interview. Like, let me do it. So I've like been in contact with like her and her team, and met her on Zoom and in person, like on a very professional level a few times.
Just to be on a Zoom call with Miley, it was just
the Zoom call was actually unreal. It was crazy.
Miley, before you go, Jodie's going to come back in. Jodie's my producer, and she's going to be really embarrassed that I'm going to say this. She is, and when I say this, Miley, she's your biggest fan. Pull down your camera and show Miley what you're wearing.
Okay, Miley, I had to wear it today.
Yas. Oh, sick.
I was like, how have you got that already? But basically,
I had to pre-order it, and I'm going to order a proper one, obviously, but I had to be prepared for the day.
I got really excited when you said pull the camera down and show what you're wearing. I thought it was going to be much dirtier than that.
Well,
I did tell her.
Yeah, I think I would. I don't know if I'd be able to speak.
I need to send you the video of me after, because I like got a rash before. Like it was like brewing, and like I was working with a presenter, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I'm fine. And she was like, "Your neck has gone like really red." And I was like, I'm fine. And then we had the Zoom call, like we had the conversation. Miley like flirted with me a bit, dare I say it. I do have the video, guys. I have
for
the
sure.
receipts. And then she went off the interview when we'd finished, and then I just burst into tears. I was like sobbing, and the presenter was like, how did you hold it together while that was happening? I was like, I just don't know.
No, I get the same. I actually have one brewing now. If we're being honest, I get the same. Like I get these like random splotches on my neck too when I'm like flustered or like honestly, I just get them even when I'm chilling. But like I probably will have one by the end of this because of all the we just had technical issues, guys, before we hopped on. Of course. But no, I think I've seen those clips. Is what I think that's how I just like found your content.
One of them finally like did the rounds on TikTok and I was like, oh, finally like the Miley fans are seeing this clip, which is good.
Yes, it's in the right hands.
Yes.
So you're obviously like a professional that works with people like Miley in her industry all the time. Is that like a normal reaction for you?
Honestly, no. Like when it's Miley, it is just a bit different because, you know, she's been like number one for so long. But with other people, because I've always had to be very professional, like you can't always ask for a photo with someone if they're a guest unless it's like the person. The only person I really regret not asking for a photo, and I was pretty starstruck when they came in, was Selena Gomez.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's like part of the 3 Disney legends.
She's in the lore.
Like Demi. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you grew up, I think that we're similar age. So you grew up with all those girls.
Me and Molly are both in our engagement era.
Blang. We got that big rock.
Look at that.
We made that media big talk.
I know. And the same engagement era as Miley, which is crazy.
No, it's so cool.
So fun for you guys.
Yeah, no, when I saw the engagement news come out, I was like, this just makes sense.
It does.
Like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
It's full circle. I like when I fell in love with her, I literally looked like a boy and had like a bowl haircut and glasses. And now here we are. Like, we're like all engaged at the same time.
Crazy.
Congratulations on your engagement, by the way.
And it's so exciting. You're planning it and everything. I've listened to a few of the episodes where you're chatting about it. Sounds really cool.
Yeah. No. Have you started planning yours at all?
We started planning, but I think I'm a bit behind you. We're like 2027.
No, Are
you this year?
Oh, okay. Yeah, October. Yeah. So close to 2027, but it's definitely creeping up. I'm definitely behind on like everything, or at least I feel like I'm behind. And Becky's like, no, you're fine. I'm like,
that's why she's got a good maid of honor. I'm in my maid of honor era.
Oh my God.
She is.
It's so fun though. Like maid of honor era. I can't wait to be, I hope I'm someone's maid of honor. Because like, that seems more fun than being the bride. Am I allowed to say that?
No, I think it is. Because the bride is a little bit more stressful. And like, I feel like all the pressure's on you. And I've done like bridesmaids, which is fun too. Have you been a bridesmaid before?
Only for like family. So I'm excited for like, I'm the first in my friendship group to like do it all. So I'm really laying the foundations.
I have like 2 other friends that I'm in 4 weddings this year in total.
Including her own.
Including my own.
It's so funny she includes that in that number.
I do, because it is. But like it's a little, I'm like, guys, stop trying to take my thunder. Like there's only room for Miley Cyrus and myself in 2026 to get married. But people ask me, they're like, would you ever invite Miley Cyrus to your wedding if that was like, you know, in the possibility? I'm like, honestly, that would take away my thunder. So I don't know.
True.
As a Leo, I don't know. It would be very overwhelming.
Yeah, that is a good question actually. I just like had this conversation, but about, I know you put it in the questions, but you know the Billions Club live performance. One of the girls who I met there, who was one of the like Spotify guests as well, she was getting married in like a week, and I was like, what would you have done if this was on your wedding day? Like, what would you have done? And she's like, I don't want to think about it. And I was like, I think I would cancel my wedding.
No, for sure. We'd have to reschedule.
No, like that would really put me into a spiral.
What would you guys do? Yeah. What would you do?
If I got invited to that, first of all, and it was on the wedding date, it's hard because all the venues are booked and everything. I would do everything.
All the people are invited. Yeah. I would have to find a way to make both of them work on the same day.
Yeah.
Like, I would have to.
What are you gonna do though? If it's like in was it in like Europe?
It was in Paris.
Paris, yeah. So and then we're in Illinois and in the middle of the United States.
I didn't consider the timing of it all or the location.
Becky, we'll get you like a private Concorde somehow.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to. And then like basically my bridesmaids would take over when I'd run off stage and like the backup singers, you know, sort of situation.
Yeah, maybe we
and no one would notice I was gone.
Like a stunt double.
Yeah.
It's actually very Hannah Montana.
Exactly. Yes,
but someone with a wig on that looks like you.
It'll be like the transition between Hannah Montana to meet Miley Cyrus when I have to be gone for a little bit to change my wig. I would have to come back in a new dress to make it seem like that was what I was up to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to ask, so you went to that show.
I went to that show.
Tell us about it. I'm eternally jealous of you and everyone else that was there.
I think this was one of my favorite performances by Miley Cyrus ever, so I want to know what it's like, if you agree, from actually being there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And it was just it was honestly so crazy. I think it was like the best day ever. And it was just weird because when was the last time I saw her live before this? It was like before COVID. In I think like 2019, she did Radio 1's Big Weekend, and it was just as like She Is Coming EP had come out.
Yeah.
So like that was so long ago, like so many eras ago, and I just had accepted that I was never really going to see her live again because she'd obviously started doing only intimate performances and not doing tours, and I was just like, how am I ever gonna get to one of these intimate shows at like Chateau Marmont? Like, I don't know how you get there.
Yeah, the way that literally like all of us are feeling, like, how do I get there?
Yeah. And then I was at a festival called Primavera, and my manager rang me and was like, you need to sit down. And I was like, oh my god, what? And she was like, okay, next week Spotify have invited you to Paris to see Miley Cyrus, and in a concert it's like 150 people max. They've invited like her key fans, but also like the Spotify, because I'm like a Spotify creator, very luckily, so I've done some work for Spotify, and like as soon as I started that I was like, Miley, like kept saying it.
Yes.
This just came up, and luckily they knew and they invited me. But yeah, I had like plans. I put on events, as you said in the intro. Like I had an event, I'd booked artists, I'd sold tickets, I had a radio show, and
oh my god,
it was like over those 2 days, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? And I rang my parents. I was like, what do I do? And my dad was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh my god, like he was like, you have to do it, like you have to cancel everything. And I was like, okay. So then I just like pulled the plug on all my plans.
Wow.
And yeah, and then I went, and it was just like the craziest time. I like cried about 18 times before. We cried after, during, like it was just crazy, like seeing her that close after all this time, because even after thinking I was never going to see her live again, like seeing her perform like right there. Oh,
so intimate.
Yeah.
One of our friends also was there, Lorian. He runs the account Out of Context Hannah Montana.
I saw him.
You did? Did you get to meet him?
I think I met him, but not at that. I think I've seen him at something else, but I knew it was him because he's just like such a great fan, and like he was like chatting to all the team and stuff, because they all like know him now and stuff.
Yeah, everyone knows him. Miley knows his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's cool. I really like him. And Out of Context Hannah Montana is just like such an iconic account.
It is.
It's
true. I think we're planning on having him back on for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary to do something special with that. But yeah, he's great. But so the Spotify Billions Club Live. So you saw her then. You saw her in 2019 for She Is Coming. Was there any other times you saw her live perform?
Yes, I went to bangerz tour in 2014. I'm guessing. I think it was 2014. Did you guys go to that?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, nice. And that was a crazy day as well. I persuaded these two girls to bunk off school with me so we could join the queue. And it was like May, so we had like exams, and there was like big exams the next day. But I was like, guys, we have to go.
No, exactly. And you have to know the things that are important in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was amazing. We were standing like kind of first, second row. She read out a poster that we'd made that said, show us your bangers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I love
And
that.
she was like, show us your bangers. She was like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. And we were like,
Wait a minute. I've seen this, unless she's done this at multiple shows, but I feel like there's a clip of this online.
there was a clip. There was like one
Okay.
video clip.
Show me your bangers and I'll show you mine. I just can't get to them right now.
You're part of the lore.
We're part of the lore. That was my sign. And then before that, I have seen her a fair few times, to be fair. When she's played, like, there's this thing called, like, Summertime Ball and the Jingle Bell Ball in the UK, which I think is kind of like the iHeart radio thing, but for a radio station called Capital. And she performed a few times at that, like, throughout the years, and I always went to when she played. And then I also went to, look, I thought you'd be impressed. Wonderworld Tour 2009.
Wow.
We're literally talking about that now in some of our content.
I saw you on the Patreon episode. I need to listen.
We're going to be launching it soon too, like to YouTube and Spotify.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like my most valued item that I own.
Truly, that is a relic. That is archival museum quality.
Yeah.
If there ever was any.
Yes.
What was your guys' first time you saw her? I don't actually know this.
I saw her at the Best of Both Worlds tour in 2007. I think January 23rd, 2007. I think. I'm trying to think. I know it's in January in St. Louis. That was amazing. And then I didn't see her at Wonderworld. I didn't see her at Bangerz. I was like a child and my mom wouldn't buy me tickets, you know. Like we talk about all of that, like just not robbing a bank enough times to go, or like, you know, selling our liver or whatever to go
and
see
you're like,
it.
why didn't I do that?
Yeah. And then the next time I saw her was at Summerfest in 2020 when she was on her like Attention tour.
Oh,
2021, I think actually, yeah. But that was a very full circle moment because it had been so long, like 2007 to 2021.
Wow.
And we got, it was my fiance and we went because I was supposed to go with Becky to Lollapalooza to see her on that tour. I got COVID. Couldn't go. I was literally so sad. I was like crying, having a mental breakdown. And then that prompted me. I'm like, well, these tickets for Summerfest, they were like $500 for a pit ticket. I'm like, I'm doing it. And so we drove like it's not that far away. It's like 6 hours maybe to Wisconsin. And my fiance came with me. And he was such a trooper. And we were like braving the pit. And like, it was, you know how crazy it is in those pits. Yeah. And we got like, I'd say like third row in the pit. We were pretty close.
She was really close.
That's really impressive. Honestly, that era was like incredible.
Oh my God. So good.
Incredible. Yeah.
I miss it so much.
So did you go to Lollapalooza, Becky?
Yeah, I was at Lollapalooza. So I've seen her at Bangerz. That was my first time seeing her ever.
Yeah.
And I was, just in high school, and my friend's grandma took us. So grandma was in the pit at Bangerz. Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then at Lollapalooza for the Attention tour, which I think didn't Lollapalooza start off the whole Attention tour. I think that was like the first show of that thing. So like I had absolutely no idea what to expect. And that made it like so much. It was just incredible. And then the only other time that both of us saw her was, she didn't sing or anything, but we were also invited to an event put on by Spotify for the Something Beautiful premiere.
Yeah, the New York thing.
Yes. That is like highlight of my life. And maybe the wedding will come in second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you walking down the aisle to a Miley song?
So I think we're getting someone on violin to do a little thing, and I want to do Golden Burning Sun like on strings.
Shut up.
Yes.
So do I.
Are you?
Yes, you should.
Crazy. No,
you
this
should.
Is so cool.
Girls, I have the chills.
No, stop. No, that's so good. Because do you know what? Have you heard it on violin yet?
I think that there's something on YouTube. There's like a strings version.
Because I went to the in the UK while she was doing her kind of promo for Something Beautiful. You know, she did like different things in like she did the New York thing, then obviously Paris thing.
Yeah.
Then did Beyonce, and then in the UK she came to this night at like a club called Lost, and she She was like in the crowd with us watching, and it was really crazy. And
so cool.
Yeah, it was like really weird because she was there, but it was kind of like no one went up to her because it was like we were all just watching the film. But in the lead up to it, which was, you know, we were all standing there for hours kind of waiting for it to begin. There were like violin renditions of all the tracks, and Golden Burning Sun came on. And I was like, I want to walk down the aisle to this if I get engaged. So that's crazy.
Oh,
yeah, you have to.
Good choice.
No, it's perfect. And it like, I just feel like it's very modern. It's like a newer Miley song. It's a beautiful love song. I feel like it fully encapsulates, I don't know, I feel very connected to it within my relationship. I'm sure you feel the same way. Especially just the timing of it all. So I love it so much. Okay, so you first saw her at Wonderworld Tour. You were a Hannah Montana fan though, obviously. Is that where your like fan girl history started?
So yeah, I was a massive Hannah Montana fan. I think I didn't go to the one she played in the UK because like she did a tiny one in the UK, but someone's dad at my school when we were like 7 or 8, and someone's dad was like working in the production or something, and he got me a Hannah Montana poster signed by Miley.
What?
So I got that from the original Hannah Montana show, but I didn't actually go to the show. I was gutted. But obviously, I've seen it a lot of times, so I can't be too selfish. But yeah, honestly, cool. It began when me and my friend saw the trailer for Hannah Montana on Disney Channel in 2005, 2006. And we were like, that looks really good. Like, that looks like a great show. And then it began.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how long like we've all been fans of her. Like the history just runs so deep. What is your favorite Miley Cyrus album that she's ever put out?
Oh, when I saw this question, I was like, this is so hard.
It's so hard. It depends.
Yeah, it does depend. Like they're all obviously non-skip, always.
Yeah.
And from recent discussions, I don't like saying this, but I do just love Plastic Hearts.
Yes.
Love it. I think it's like an incredible album, and I'm so upset that she doesn't love it that much.
I know. Because it is such a fan favorite. It really is.
It's definitely one of those, like, anytime you ask someone this question, it's like 1 out of 3 times it's going to be Plastic Hearts, I feel like.
It's just like those first 5 songs, I'm just like, what a run.
Exactly.
And like seeing Angels Like You at Billions Club live, I was like in tears because I was like, I never thought I'd see this live. And Plastic Hearts is very special. Then I think for like iconicness and like cementing my fangirlness of her, I think Bangerz was really crucial.
Because, yes.
Yeah. Like that was the time when we had to like fight for her.
Yes.
Like I was going into school and people were being like, you are a freak. Like this is not okay to like. And I was like, I'm just going to stand by her. Like I'm with her. I'm with the short blonde hair. It was a crazy time.
No, yeah, because if you were supporting her during this time, it's almost like they put you in this box that was like, oh, then you're also crazy. Which she wasn't crazy, but that's what the world thought of her, that she was so crazy. And meanwhile, I'm like 16, like never had a boyfriend, never like done any recreational fun things, you know, never partied. And I'm like, no, I'm here for this. I see the vision.
Yeah. But on that note, and you were like, yeah, no, that was like how I knew I had to stay. That's exactly what happened. Like if we were going to defend her here, how could you just like not be a crazy stan after that? Like that was truly like our villain origin story of why we were here on this podcast.
Like hazing. It was like the hazing to like be a true fan.
Yeah. What, we're just gonna walk away
like,
after that?
The day I remember I stayed around my friend's house and I woke up and my friend was like, Jodie, look, and like turned her phone around, and it was like the day that Miley like cut off her bun and like got the blonde hair.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, I've got a decision. I was like, I can either stay or I can just like let go right now. And I was like, no, I want to stay. And that was,
best decision of my life.
I know, I agree.
It's so nuts. I specifically remember that haircut because I feel like the whole internet broke. It was just
one of the times she broke the internet.
But it was like truly the last thing people ever thought she would do. And to this day, there's people that still think, when they think of Miley Cyrus, they think of bangerz era, despite it being over 10 years ago now. That's how crazy of an impact it had on people. Like, people still think of her as bangerz, where she's had like so many eras since then. And when people are like, well, she's crazy and wild, and some old lady at my work said nasty. That's all I need to know about her.
Exactly.
But I didn't say anything else. I was just like, okay.
You're like,
well, it's like when you hear people like say on the radio talking about her, or like in an interview, they're like, oh yeah, Wrecking Ball singer Miley Cyrus did blah, blah, blah. And it's like, can we move on? But also they have to say that because that's how the world knows her.
So crazy.
Just like breaking the internet at that time was so crazy.
Yes.
Because social media was like so much less.
Yeah.
So like to be that widely spoken about was just like mad.
Yeah, because now something happens and we're just like, oh, this was viral today. And it's like literally viral for a day. Like the internet doesn't break anymore.
Yeah. People were talking about her forever. Like after her VMA performance, I feel like it was like months later and people were still on the news and on social media and Facebook still talking about it. Whereas if that happened today, I just can't even imagine people talking about a pop star or like cultural moment like that for more than like a week.
No, exactly.
If even, you know. You talked about the Wrecking Ball music video. What is your Miley Cyrus favorite video that she's ever done?
Again, a really hard question. But a great one. I think it's gonna have to be Can't Be Tamed.
Well,
I love that.
We're going way back. And I do love, like, I love all the new ones. Like, all the ones from Something Beautiful were, like, so stylistically beautiful. And I especially loved Walk of Fame. It was just, like, such a slay. Like, I was just like, oh, like, you are obviously that girl, always. However, when Can't Be Tamed came out, obviously that was the beginning of her, like, not being Hannah Montana anymore. Not being this, like, sweet Disney girl. And I remember I think we were in like an art class or something. It was like a lesson in school where we had access to computers. So we had the internet. And I was like, you know, Miley's new video drops at the time today. And it dropped and I got it up on the YouTube in the art class.
yes, you did.
As you should.
I made everyone stop, like all my friends. And I was like, come here. And then we all watched it together. And everyone was just like shocked. And everyone was just like, I can't believe it. And I just thought it was so amazing. And also that intro is just phenomenal.
So good. Cinematic. No, we were talking about that and we were kind of, like you mentioned, Something Beautiful visuals and the music videos for Something Beautiful, so beautiful and very cinematic. Yeah. But I was almost hoping that they would lean more into Can't Be Tamed music video and how that was constructed and how there was, it's not like a super thorough story, but there is like with that intro piece with her in the cage, there's like a backstory before we even get into the music. And I really like that it does that. And I was hoping more for that for Something Beautiful. However, I'm not complaining about the visuals for Something Beautiful. Cause like you said, Walk of Fame, we get choreo, but Can't Be Tamed, we have choreo, but we also have other background dancers that have choreo. And it's just a whole cinematic thing. Yes, exactly.
Like, yeah, it was just like such a moment in time. And I probably would still put Can't Be Tamed on like my top Miley songs.
Yeah.
Top 5 or 10. I don't know where it would come.
Exactly.
It would be like in the realm of that. But like it's just such a good song.
It is. Yeah, that, and I feel like we do see that kind of music in Something Beautiful, the kind of production. So it's cool that Something Beautiful dives a little bit into that era of Can't Be Tamed, but it was a moment.
No, it's so good, and it's such a great title track. And I feel like a lot of times, like the title track, like Something Beautiful, Plastic Hearts, they're not like maybe our top 5 on even those whole albums, but Can't Be Tamed, she's always gonna be number 1 on that album, and in the top 10, top 5 of her whole discography too.
Yeah, Well, I have such a rogue fan favorite on Plastic Hearts because I love Plastic Hearts.
No, I do too. I do
Same.
too.
And like I feel like because Angels Like You just really like triumphed the album, and obviously Midnight Sky, and all the collabs as well were very iconic. I loved Plastic Hearts.
I do too.
Like it's a banger.
Yeah, and even the way she marketed Plastic Hearts, like before the album came out, and she would post, like videos of her as a kid, spelling the word melancholy, or just like throwbacks of her, but like punkified kind of.
Yeah.
And she would make everything like very classic rock. I love older rock music, so when she was bringing that to the forefront into her like branding into her music, I was like, this is everything I love in like one album. Do you think we'll ever get like a Plastic Hearts moment again, like where she's diving into like that classic rock sound?
I would like it to happen, and I think it could, but as we know, she's endlessly shifting. Nothing is ever the same. So I don't know if she'll go back there. She's very peaceful and like at peace now, whereas like Plastic Hearts was so angry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And she talks about that too. She's like the way she was dressing, and even from her makeup to the clothes she was wearing, it was kind of like an outer protective shell of how she was feeling, and that she was feeling like she had to be defensive kind of within like the media. This, and maybe we're kind of skipping around on our sheet, but I wanted to get your opinion. What music genre do you think she'll do next? And which one would you like her to do next? Those can be two different answers.
I was thinking about this and I was like, what even is left? Or do we like come back to something else?
I know.
Because obviously we've had rock. Something Beautiful was like, I think everything so far, it was almost like a combination of End of Summer Vacation, Dead Pets, Bangerz, and Plastic Hearts. Everything, so I kind of am like, is it going to be like more of that, or is it going to go more back to like, pop, or I really honestly don't know what it could be. But I think I would like more of the kind of rock. I just think she is a rock star.
She is a rock star.
She is. She might even be a rock star.
Yeah, she might even be a rock star. And so leaning into that even more, I think she'd smash it.
Yeah.
But saying that, I think the production and like execution of Something Beautiful was just like, it was a very clear vision. And I loved it. I'm really upset that like radio and like people just didn't catch on to End of the World, especially. Like,
I know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. We always talk about this. We're like, why didn't that pop off the way, not even the way Flowers did, but at least like the way even Midnight Sky did, or it doesn't, because Flowers was like a whole moment in itself, and it's like really hard to get a song to be that big. It kind of has to happen on accident, I feel like. But even like it's like one of her lowest performing singles that she's ever put out, and I don't know why. I still don't know why.
I love the lyrics as well. It's just so well done. It's got everything a great pop song needs.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. Something we'll have to study in years from now. And we will be, by the way. We'll still be here being like, why?
Well, what I like about recent, like, and maybe you've noticed this, I want to get your thoughts on it. I feel like with social media, and maybe we have to thank TikTok for this and Reels, but songs are becoming almost timeless to where they can get brought back. I'm trying to think of an example. Like,
Angels Like You.
Angels Like You, that was like, I'm talking like years later, a song will get like rediscovered.
Like Running Up That Hill in Stranger Things.
Yes,
coming back.
Exactly. Like songs like that, or even like Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer. It was like years later on the Eras tour, it got like revived, and then it charted in the top 10.
Well, Lush Life is going crazy.
Yes.
And we're 15 years since that came out, and it's literally in the top 10, I think. I think it is in the top 10 when the UK is. It's crazy.
Charlie XCX has one right now. I think like Chains of Love. Yeah. That's old.
So
I thought that was me. Oh.
I feel like have we ever had this happen? I don't think we've ever had like something like this happen to where we're having old songs be popular. And so I'm hoping that one of these songs on Something Beautiful gets its moment eventually. Even if it's not now, I'm hoping that it has like an Angels Like You moment where it pops off on TikTok and then, you know, the general public does know it.
Yeah.
What would your song, well, if you had to pick one song on Something Beautiful to like really be popular in a year or two, what song would it be?
Whoa.
I know, that was just a question.
Whoa, that just came out of nowhere. I think End of the World deserves to be bigger, but it is just like, you know, all in all a pop song. But I think Walk of Fame,
Yes.
like, what? It's a banger. Like, it has sass, it has confidence, it makes everyone like feel good. It's got like everything. You can dance to it. Like, I always think it's like the older sister of Liberty Walk.
Yes.
But better, like way better.
Yeah, way better. But like a strut down the street, like I am that girl. And it's just great. Obviously it is quite a long song.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that affected, you know, the push of it because people love short songs. But I think that deserves a moment.
I think she should have put Walk of Fame out or maybe End of the World out first. I just think how she released, I think she released Something Beautiful first and then Prelude, right?
Yeah. They came together,
And Something Beautiful is a beautiful song, don't get me wrong. And I love that it's the title track because it is Something Beautiful. But I don't feel like it represents the whole album well. I think people listened to that first and then they were like, well, this is kind of different and artsy. The general public, I don't feel like it really fed them the way that maybe Miley's team was hoping. And so then like people just dismissed the rest of the album. Right. I that's my theory on that. Because Walk of Fame, so different from Something Beautiful. And End of the World is so different. Pretend You're God is so different. I don't know. I was hoping people would discover Walk of Fame earlier on. I know it was a single, but I think it could have been like a first or second single.
Would that be your pick?
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. I love Walk of Fame. I'm like a Walk of Fame stan forever.
Yeah. What would you say?
Well, I'm going back and forth between Easy Lover because that is just like will always be one of my favorites. I love that song. And it literally just like takes over my body every time it comes on. I'm just like jamming to the like
the dance.
Yeah, that. But then also Every Girl is just my girl. And
also a long song though.
It is such a long song, and even the fans are like over the whole Naomi Campbell of it all.
Pose.
So like the edit, maybe, I don't know.
I don't like the edit.
That song is so good. I know. And
I
think the girlies, really if they knew about it, it's crazy those lyrics. Yeah.
I know. I agree.
If you had to pick one Miley song to be your life anthem, what would it be? No pressure.
No. I think this is such a hard question because I'm like, if it's my life anthem, is it like describing me? Am I like, I'm in that song? Because my like favorites are like obviously like Plastic Hearts, Jaded, but then I'm like they're not me.
Right,
I just
right.
love those. I love those songs. So I think with much deliberation and thought about this, I think I might say Mother's Daughter.
Okay. Yes, girl.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like a bit like sassy and confident, but it's like it's very motivating, I think.
Yeah.
It's like move, get out the way, I'm here. But then it's also quite like lovely in the sentiment that like Tish is in the video and it's like really iconic.
Yeah.
And it's like all about like relationships and stuff as well. So I think that, and also I just love that out of all Miley songs, apart from Flowers, obviously, which is like the biggest ever, my friends who aren't necessarily fans, but obviously know that I love her, they are like, why is Mother's Daughter not a bigger song?
Another one. Period. Another great question.
No, I think it's like my third most streamed Miley song on Spotify, personally. Yeah. But Mother's Daughter deserved better. The music video is great because she's also referencing Britney Spears, which it's like a double meaning type of thing.
Yeah, so true. So yeah, I think that for like all the meanings and again, like the intro, just when it like it plays and then it's like
Yeah.
So
And
good.
her like moves and all the like the guest appearances, it's just so well crafted and put together. Also, we don't talk about how she wears a mullet in one of the scenes in that music video, predicting plastic
She
arts.
was pregnant.
Well, we never got those other 2 EPs, did we? So
no. And I
who knows
loved the
what
She
was
Is Coming
in there.
era. Like the aesthetic
Yeah.
of the She Is Coming era is something I wish we had more of. Like I wish it just lasted a little bit longer. And the EP was kind of like all over the place. Like, so you said you saw her at the BBC Radio 1 performance.
I saw her.
She did Catitude, didn't she?
She did Catitude.
Oh,
how was that?
It was crazy. I think She Is Coming hadn't come out. Like I think maybe Mother's Daughter had come out, but the EP was about to come out. So Catitude was just like crazy because I was like, oh my god, hearing this for the first time. And like there were these lyrics about like Nicki and Cardi, and I was like, what is going on? But it was so fun. And obviously that was like a very chaotic time for her. So yeah, but it was, again, I probably just like cried my way through it. Like I have like one video and I'm like such
yeah.
Just like mentally like just going crazy. Your brain was like overstimulated.
Yeah. But it was amazing to see that because I think that's like fully left behind, isn't it? Like that era. We'll never see that again.
Totally. That is so rare. I bet you that's the only time she ever performed Catitude.
I think it was a few times that era.
Really? Yeah.
Because she did like a run of shows.
That was the year she played Glastonbury, which is her only UK show that I haven't seen apart from like since 2009.
Oh wow.
Because I didn't get a ticket, guys.
That's a good one.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because you just can't force a ticket to Glastonbury.
Oh yeah. No, I want her to perform there again. That's one of my favorite performances of hers. And
yeah,
I know she was going through, this was like right after she got divorced or was like announcing that she was getting a divorce. So she was really going through it. But I think that as sad as it is, I think it added to the performance because of how much emotion she had in some of the songs.
Totally.
It sucks that like some of the hardest times you get the best art, but like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I want her to go back there. Like maybe I want her to perform again.
Yeah, just in general.
Well,
please.
Well, we'll just see about this 20th anniversary.
I know. What do you think?
Yeah, what are your
Jodie,
thoughts?
What do you think?
Guys, I'm stressed.
I'm stressed.
So stressed. And I don't even like talking about it with like non-fans because it makes me be like stressed that a non-fan could go.
Right.
That right there.
I'm like,
yeah, no,
guys,
it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Already.
I'm like, will you know the entire catalog, like of every single Hannah Montana song? I don't know. And also I'm like, what's the set list going to be? Is it even a thing? I'm kind of just nervous for the entire thing.
So we thought, like, at least my thoughts still are, if it is a performance, it's something like a Chateau or kind of like a Spotify Billions Club Live where it's like 150 invite only, because she really loves those intimate performances now.
She does, and she's so good at them.
She's so good at them. Yeah.
And she's not interested in entertaining people who aren't fans, especially for this, right? So I do think that it's going to be small and intimate.
Yeah. People are saying, like, if you didn't stream something beautiful, you don't deserve to be at the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary.
It's true.
I would agree.
Okay.
Like, sorry.
No, I agree too.
Like, people who just want to be there because it's like fun and nostalgic, I'm like, no.
Exactly.
It's not just fun and nostalgic. It is historical and meaningful to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm very nervous. I feel I'm in the same boat. I'm like nervous. I'm already mad at people that are going that aren't deserving to go, you know, like that we just talked about, that aren't actual fans.
And you're like, no one's even going yet, but you're angry.
Yeah.
I'm angry already. Yeah. I'm nervous already. If it is a ticketed event for like a Madison Square Garden thing, like people think it will be, which
I know,
I'm so doubtful that it is, to be honest. But if it is, you've seen these like Harry Styles tickets, like that stuff is crazy. And he has like multiple, it's like a residency.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to that?
No.
Are you planning to do any?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Wembley one.
Yeah. Well, I actually heard the Europe shows are easier to get tickets for.
Really? Why? Yeah. I mean, obviously,
That's crazy.
well, Madison Square Garden, you've got the whole of America for that one, because that's the only US venue he's doing, isn't it? Which is crazy.
Yeah, usually they go to Los Angeles too, at least. It's usually those two. So I don't know. I just want Miley to perform on a big stage again, but I understand obviously she should do whatever she wants to do. She'll always do whatever she wants to do. But I do sometimes worry, like, are we ever going to see her on a big stage? Is it always going to be these like intimate shows? She changes all the time. So I'm just hoping that she'll change her mind on this.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. We always sit here and try and predict, but like, what are we doing? She's never going to do what we're thinking.
I know. You can never predict.
No.
But that's what I love as well.
No, it's part of her brand and why we love her. Okay, so she has had a lot of controversial moments, iconic moments as well. Which one stands out as your favorite? I know we talked about some of them already, but
we did talk about some of them, and I think we did speak about the one I'm going to say, which is it's got to be the 2013 VMAs. It's just got to be. It's probably one that people have said before, but again, that was a moment in time where I woke up, my phone was going crazy. It was like I had like won the competition or something. And I was like, what's happening? And people were like, have you seen Twitter? Like, have you seen it? And I was like, what has happened? And then I just laid there in my bed and I watched the whole thing. And I was like, this is gonna go crazy. And I was like, this is another moment where I've got to be like, what stance am I gonna take? Even though obviously I loved it. I was like, wow, how iconic. This is so crazy and hilarious. And like, obviously it was like bangerz was in full swing. And I was just like, yeah, love it. Like the outfit that she wore before as well, with like all the like colored gems.
Yeah.
Like the little bunches. I was like, favorite. I'm in. Yeah. The reaction from the world was just insane.
Oh yeah. Especially probably from the US. I feel like Europe was probably pretty cool with it.
Yeah. I think we were definitely more chill about it. But
yeah.
Like she said in the summer vacation, like, or the Younger Now interviews, she was like, it was a teddy bear question.
No, literally.
And like you see what other pop stars do now. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy the things that people get away with now compared to what she did and what she got for it. And now it's just like another moment that we're just gonna move on from. No, I remember watching it, everyone's freaking out, and I watch it and I'm like, what?
Yeah, well,
what about it?
And she's always been like, I feel like really in tune with her body and like sexuality. And she's talked about it now, how like when she was younger, her mom would have to try to stop her from getting naked in Cracker Barrel because she was just always like this. But maturing is realizing that the bangerz era was not for the male gaze. And I think that's where people were like, she's trying to be sexy and all this stuff. I'm like, no, she's literally wearing like a teddy bear costume and she has her hair up in space buns. Like, how is this supposed to be like sexy? You know, it's not supposed to be for the traditional male gaze. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be party, expressing yourself, being silly, goofy. That's where I think also people got it wrong. But yeah, that's not a bad answer. That's, I feel like, a very great answer to that question, because that's, I would say the same thing. How do you not say that?
Right.
Yeah. What else would you say? Like, what's up there?
I don't know why I always think of this, but the Party in the USA Teen Choice Award performance, that is like
the ice cream of it all.
So you were talking about how you remember making like a conscious decision of this is okay, like the red pill or the blue pill, like which path in life am I going to take? That was me for that performance, because I was at my aunt's house and they had that on this TV. I was so young. Like how old was I? Like 10 or 11. But I remember my cousins and aunt being like, like she is just, what is she doing? She's 16, just, in disbelief. And I was here like, wait, this is everything. Like, I love this whole performance. And when the music video came out, I remember like fighting with my brothers over the computer to like play it on YouTube.
Wow.
So that was like one of the first moments I remember being like really defensive about her.
Yeah.
And so then bangerz, that was just, I mean, that was the start, right? Bangerz was like a whole new level and like way longer.
The warm up.
A warm up for the actual war, like the real battle.
Yeah. It prepared us well.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was crazy too. Like to think about how much flack she got.
Yeah. I feel like she literally had to walk so many pop stars today could run.
Exactly.
And no one gives her the credit for that except for us.
I do love now
except
that like
us and Sabrina Carpenter.
And Chapel Roan. Like some of these,
a couple of them are. Yeah.
Some of these new pop stars are like giving her credit, which I love. And I feel like every year there's like a new up and coming pop star that's like, oh, thankful for Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, you know, like for giving me the platform that I have.
Well, even I don't know if you guys have heard of them yet, but there's this new boy band in the UK called December 10. Have you heard of them?
No.
You know Simon Cowell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's made a new boy band. It's like he's like tried to do like a One Direction, like X Factor kind of put this band together.
Yeah.
And they are so young. Like they are so cute and they've just released their first song. They're like 16, 17.
Wow.
Like I think the oldest one is 19, but their birth dates are like 2008, 2009. Like it's crazy.
Because if you weren't around when Hannah Montana was born, like I don't know if you exist to me.
Yeah, but then even in like one of their first interviews, they were like talking about how they were still in school before this program came out because they couldn't tell anyone, and they're like, you know, it was a bit of a Hannah Montana situation. And I'm like, the fact that you are referencing this girl who has been famous for like our whole lives, and you weren't even alive like when it was at its peak. Like it's crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, are boy bands making a comeback? I'm kind of here for that.
Well, I hope so because they are really cute. I need to send you their song because it's very like One Direction coded. It only came out yesterday. But yeah, I mean, boy bands need to make a comeback. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been so long, and they will. They will. Everything always comes back.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, so true.
I'm totally here for that, and I'm sure we'll hear from them soon. Like I feel like Europe always has like the cool stuff, and then we get it later. To be honest,
apart from Miley, you guys have that.
That's true. That's
right.
Nashville gave birth to her.
Right.
Who would be your dream Miley collaboration if you had to pick one artist for her to collab with?
So this is again hard because she's very specific with her collaborations, and they're always very iconic. Like no one else could collab with Joan Jett, Beyonce, Billy Idol. Like what a list! Like you can't really match that. So I guess in like line with that, it would have to be Madonna to like be on that list.
Oh my gosh!
Obviously, they did perform years ago.
Yeah,
they performed in bangerz era, I think.
Yes.
And it was incredible, and I love that performance. So hopefully, there's like some form of relationship there, and you know, with the Endless Summer Vacation cover, apparently that was a Madonna reference.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. I think that could be really
good.
Cool.
I've never considered that.
The first thing I thought of was Walk of Fame remix Madonna.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I feel like that would have been cool.
I can like already kind of hear that working.
Yeah. But no, I'm surprised they've never collabed actually.
I mean, well, we did get that performance. But yeah, let's get in the studio, girls.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Britney. She's done it all.
I know. Yeah, you've had Britney. Like there isn't many other people left apart from Madonna.
True.
No, exactly.
Of like past icons, but current icons, I need her to be with Lady Gaga, and I will never stop saying this.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Imagine their voices together.
That's a great shout.
And I think Miley's a huge Lady Gaga fan, so I think she would even be like starstruck.
Yeah.
Best Miley cover.
Speaking of all these
what cover?
Iconic songs.
She's done so many. Like one time we did a deep dive on all of her covers, and it was like a two-part episode, and we still missed them. I think.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I know because there's always ones that I see, and I'm like, do I know that one? And like, I'll like uncover a new one because they're just so. There was an era of like real like she was doing them all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially in like, well, she did a lot in Younger Now, but a lot in Plastic Hearts. She was like a
Yes.
cover artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
and
was crazy.
Fade Into You, the cover she did of Fade Into You is like now blowing up on TikTok. Did
It
you see
is.
that?
Yeah, someone told me about that. They're like, I saw Miley in his little
Yeah.
room, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
here's every single detail about it.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah,
That's
6 years
great.
later.
That makes
Yeah,
me
that
happy.
was
Well, that's
good.
like what we were speaking about earlier, things coming back. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think, well, nice segue here, because I do think Like a Prayer from Attention Live
Yes.
is just so amazing.
Oh yeah.
And that
And
took
now
the
if
internet
I-
by storm too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think that you could outdo Madonna with a cover.
And
But
here we are.
here we are. Like, that is, I way prefer the cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great
Oh.
answer.
Oh.
Even when I listen to the original, I'm like, oh, it's missing like that bit that Miley does in the cover. So such a good cover. But for like sentimental value, I also think Don't Dream It's Over, that she sang with Ariana Grande
Oh,
like twice.
so fun.
And they performed it together at One Love in Manchester, and I was there sobbing my eyes out.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
I didn't even mention that one as well. I went to that. It was crazy.
I rewatch that performance all the time.
Yeah.
And even just that whole show, like when Mac Miller came out with Ariana Grande too,
Yeah.
I watch that
Yeah.
performance all the time. It like gives me chills still. It was just, wow, yeah, that's a huge moment to be part of.
Yeah. Wow.
It was such a huge show. It was like such a crazy time. I'm like, getting tickets to that was really hard. But it was such an amazing show. I just can't actually believe the lineup and like who showed up for. Obviously, it was like an amazing cause and like good to be a part of. But like getting all those artists within, like, I think Ariana Grande organized it within like 7 days or like something ridiculous. And it was like, I think like Justin Bieber was there, Miley was there.
Yeah.
Like,
Insane.
it was crazy.
Yeah. Miley will always show up for Ariana Grande, I feel like.
will.
Yeah.
And I love that too. But
Yeah.
Don't Dream It's Over, even my friends that aren't like huge stans of Miley or big smilers, they always talk about that cover.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely GP.
Yeah.
Like the general public really eats that cover up still.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's just so
What's
many.
yours?
It was really beautiful.
Well,
Yeah, what's yours?
I'm a Jolene girl from
Jolene?
Backyard
Oh, yeah.
Sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. A classic. To be fair, that, like, I don't even think of that as a cover anymore, even though
I
obviously
know.
it is.
Again,
Queen
yeah.
Dolly does have that, but Miley's cover is unreal.
But specifically the Backyard Sessions one
Yeah,
from
yeah.
way back when.
I have to say Metallica's Nothing Else Matters.
Oh,
Duh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
in that
that's really
performance on Howard Stern, so good. It's just like, yeah, the rock sound like perfectly suits her voice so
Yeah.
well. Yeah, I want her to go back so bad
I know.
to the rock,
she
but
should.
I think she will eventually one day.
We'll have notes of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it always finds
Yeah.
its way in.
Because she said, like, obviously Plastic Hearts was a vision only, like, half realized.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I wonder what the full vision was. Because, like, obviously we get so much rock insight into it, but then, like, there's all the stuff with the Dua Lipa collab and stuff. I don't know.
I feel like she wanted it to be more of a blonde, like Debbie Harry moment, more of a
Yeah.
like female kind of glam rock. And then I think her producer made it more of a like classic rock kind of sound. Whereas I think I don't know for sure, this is my theory, but I think she
Sure.
wanted to be more glam rock, like Stevie Nicks type of vibe. And then yeah, Dua Lipa was so random. Like love her, but what the hell?
But then, yeah, I did really like Prisoner.
I did
I do
too.
like Prisoner. Yeah. It's just it's true. It's so random with everything else though.
It's just sad that how she feels about that album.
I know.
I'm like, no,
I
like,
know.
I know. That was a controversial moment last year.
I know.
It
But then
was.
again, it just shows that she's honest all the time, which I love.
She
Also
is.
true.
She
Yeah.
will always say how she feels, even if it
Yeah.
hurts a lot of people.
Yeah. And we love her for it, and we always have. And yeah, so you've been here from the start. Was your fandom for Miley like really the start of like the fangirl of it all? Like the fangirl files, does that stem from Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, because basically I've wanted to be a presenter for ages, and then kind of only in the last like 4 or 5 years I started making the shift from like producer into like front facing roles and like posting on TikTok and like doing all the content stuff and realizing I could actually do it.
Yeah.
And then one of my main things that I realized about 3 years ago was that I needed a content idea. I needed a series idea. I was like, I can't just like wait for opportunities to come. Because as we all know, as content creators, like obviously you guys have this whole podcast world, which is amazing. And like you just get to post like whatever and whenever you want and like talk about what you love. So I was like, I need something like that to like call my own. And then I was like, what am I really good at? Like apart from like finding new music, because obviously new music's great. But the problem with new music is that there's not a lot of fans for new music yet.
Right.
Like that's the point of new music. So like we've got these tiny little fandoms, and I was like, okay, I'm good at new music, but then what else am I good at? And then I was like, I'm really good at being a fan of Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can I combine them? And then I was like, maybe I can be like people's first ever kind of biggest fan in these like interviews, and like kind of be like a super fan, not act, but like ask questions as a super fan would, or like find out those like kind of questions that a stereotypical interviewer might not ask. And then the idea was born. So it is purely based on my love of Miley. You're right.
I love that. That's incredible.
No, that's amazing.
No, the ultimate aim is obviously to get her on the show.
Yes. No, and people always say that. They're like, what if Miley comes on your podcast? And I'm like, I don't actually know if I want that.
I mean, obviously we want that, but I'm like not mentally prepared.
No.
But that would have to be like, maybe that would be like the finale. I'm like,
exactly.
I feel like we're the same here, because I'm like, if I get Miley on Fangirl Files, then the show will end. Like that is it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's like a 5 to 10 year plan, because I'm like, I need to build it first.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we talked a little bit about Fangirl Files, but where can people find you? If they're listening to this podcast, they want to learn more about you, please plug yourself and all the amazing work you do.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun to chat
Yeah.
about everything Miley. I never get this outlet because no one else loves her as much as I do out of my friends.
No, this is perfect place for you.
Social-wise, I'm at Jodie Rose Bryant on everything, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you want to check out Fangirl Files, please do, because we're growing it and it's going to be really big soon. That's what I'm aiming for.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
It will.
It will be. I believe in that too. It'll blow up.
Guys.
This is so fun. We love a Miley Cyrus Queen Out session, and this was a really good one.
It's always really fun to talk about it.
I'm glad.
Look, I did see what I told you?
You got the rash. Oh my God,
I get this all the time. I get it all the time.
Yeah,
no, it's because she's starstruck by you.
Rash.
Yeah.
I'm starstruck by you. Now it's reversed. You see, this is how I am with you, like you are with Miley.
I'm starstruck by you guys.